Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Tuesday, July the 28th. It's race number 5 at Assiniboia Downs, the $25,000 Manitoba Oaks. Let's take a look at the field. Remember, you can download free formulator past performances for this race on the race of the day event page at DRF.com, and head on over to asdowns.com on Tuesday evening at 6:45 Central Time for ASD Live, the latest handicapping news and information, as well as picks and selections. This race, the third leg of the 20-cent jackpot pick 5 on Tuesday, as well as the second leg of the dollar pick 4 with a $25,000 guaranteed pool. Let's take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector for this year's edition of the Manitoba Oaks. Again, 3-year-old fillies going a mile. Small Surprise stretches out with speed on the inside. I agree with Timeform US. I think Small Surprise is going to try to make the lead, and I think she's a little bit underrated. From a Beyer speed figure standpoint, she certainly fits with these horses, and she was in against some salty older runners in her most recent start, going 5.5 furlongs. The winner of that race currently in the midst of a 3-race win streak. Small Surprise prompted the pace down towards the inside in that race, and it was just even along the inside in the stretch. Really didn't show a lot of pop, but was in against some tough older horses. Breaking from the rail here, stretching out for the first time, I would expect her to show some good early speed, and I think she's going to be in front early. I think it's a very important commodity to have. Now, from a pedigree standpoint, it's a bit questionable as to whether Small Surprise is going to last this mile. She's by Into Mischief, just a super stallion. They can do anything. The dam was a graded stakes winner sprinting as a 2-year-old. The dam is a half, however, to a graded placed turf router going 1 1/8. Small Surprise is not on the big side. She's sort of built like a sprinter. It'll be interesting to see how far she wants to go, but she has competitive Beyer speed figures, and she's going to be a very good price. The number 2 is Wit 9. Wit 9's coming up from Lone Star Park, where she just won this race, a state-bred $7,500 maiden claimer sprinting. It was not a strong field. 4 horses from this race have come back to run. None of them have placed in the top 3, and the best Beyer speed figure is only a 21. This filly has tried a mile only once in her life. That was in her career debut. She showed brief speed. She tired badly. I think she can push the pace as she stretches out in distance. I'm not sure if she classes up with these horses. A minor award might be the ceiling for the number 2, Wit 9. I think the 3, Wit's Data Link at 12-1 on the morning line is another interesting price horse in this race. She was claimed out of this race, her most recent start, a $5,000 non-winners of 3 life, going 5.5 furlongs. She was the only 3-year-old in this race, and you see her getting away from the field. The distance is the biggest question mark for Wit's Data Link, who is making her 23rd lifetime start. She has done most of her damage sprinting in her career. I think she has some tactical speed where she can work out a trip just off of the early leaders. She is in very good form. That 52 Beyer speed figure from her most recent race certainly puts her in excellent stead against this field. And again, she's now with 3-year-old Peers only group. The 4 is Kick a Little Booty, and Kick a Little Booty ran very well last time. Yes, she was the beaten favorite at a short price, but she was only beaten a neck, stretching out to 7.5 furlongs for the first time. Now, her Beyer speed figure dropped a little bit in that race, but her prior start, where she pulled off a little bit of an upset in the Chantilly Stakes at 10-1, she earned a 52 Beyer. She is lightly raced with a lot of upside potential. I would expect her to improve from a Beyer speed figure standpoint from the last race, and take that last race's Beyer speed figure with several grains of salt. There was no pace on in that race at all. It's hard to earn a fast final time figure when there's just no speed. They went 7.5 furlongs the first half mile and 52-1. Kick a Little Booty ran very well in a race with no pace, rallying to get second. She is a strong contender, and she's your 7-5 morning line favorite. Bell Strike also comes out of the Jack Hardy. It was her first start off of the claim, and she sort of finished evenly. She's another one that has run well at a mile in the past. 57 Beyer speed figure, 3 starts back at Lone Star. That would certainly be good enough to get the job done in the Manitoba Oaks, but her last 2 races, the Beyers have regressed somewhat. I think she has a little less upside than the likes of Kick a Little Booty and the 2 horses we still have yet to discuss. Good tactical speed for Bell Strike. I need her to improve a little bit for my tastes. The 6 is Dazzling Gold, and this filly right now could be any kind. 2 starts, 2 impressive victories, including this performance last time out. against Manitoba breds in the R.C. Anderson Stakes. It was her second lifetime start. In her career debut, she won a stakes race, the Hazel Wright Sire, in gate-to-wire fashion, showing brilliant speed. And in this race, she took over after the half and just kept right on going. She's just too good for these horses. Now, her Beyer speed figures are light compared to some of the other major contenders in this race. But Dazzling Gold has done nothing wrong. She's lightly raced with all the upside potential in the world. And 5-1 on the morning line. If you get that, that is a fair and square price. Christmas Dance completes this field. She won the Jack Hardy. We're going to watch that race right now. Kick a Little Booty finishes second in here. Christmas Dance had an advantage over Kick a Little Booty in that she was up close to the moderate pace, or at least closer than Kick a Little Booty was. They turn into the lane. Christmas Dance is very, very game to win this over Kick a Little Booty. Her Beyer speed figures are, again, a little bit light, but take that Beyer speed figure from the Jack Hardy with several grains of salt. We'll take a look at my picks for the $25,000 Manitoba Oaks. It's a race where a horse like Kick a Little Booty, a horse like Dazzling Gold, these are horses with a lot of upside potential and a good amount of ability. And I truly believe that these horses are going to run well. I also think they're going to get bet. And I want prices in here. I think Small Surprise is going to try to take them as far as she can for as long as she can. She drew the inside post. I think Rico Walcott is on ascend. And I think Small Surprise at 8-1 on the morning line is a very intriguing play. I also believe the 3 Wits Data Link, another horse facing older in her most recent races, now in with 3-year-old fillies. Yes, they're going to have to prove they're going to do it at a distance, but they're going to be good prices in this race. I'm concentrating on the 1 and the 3, leaning towards Small Surprise in the $25,000 Manitoba Oaks. The Tuesday DRF race of the day has an approximate post time of 9:35 Central. Best of luck.